Satnam and Namaste. Welcome back to our gathering this week. It's wonderful to have you again, and if you're new, welcome. So we're about to experience the last full moon in this winter cycle or season, and I've found that there were so many shifts and states of flux in this last full moon cycle. I hope you're all faring well. It was a little crazy there for a second, but such as cycles are, here we are today. And I feel that I have this trusting, an inner trusting or an inner knowing that without a doubt, we have all landed, our 2 feet have landed where we need to be right now, doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing. All that anxiety and that despair of you should be somewhere else doing something else, let it melt away. You are right where you need to be, doing right what you need to be doing. If you were supposed to be somewhere else doing something else, you would be at that someplace else doing that something else. So be relaxed and content with where you are right now and the things that you have accomplished. And rather than looking at what all is left to accomplish, be proud of yourself, even for a moment, if but for a moment. Be proud of yourself for what you've accomplished so far. Let that be your fire to drive you forward. See how much you've done. Make your plan. Set your intentions and burn forth. So I feel like I do my best to love humanity every day, even when I don't desire to. Sometimes when human beings seem so horrible and dark and all these things going on our planet, and they're looking down, never seeing the light, and causing pain along the way without a care, so it seems. But I do my best to send positive thoughts and vibrant energy to our planet and all of its inhabitants each morning to combat this in the strongest way possible. And that's with love, compassion, this attention, and this intention. There's nothing more that you can do for someone necessarily who's negative besides try to show them a different point of view. And if that gets shut down, then just send them love, because there's really nothing else you can do. And when that love seeps through for them, then they might be open to receive something else. So on a wide scale, I blanket the planet every morning to combat that negative energy. If you want to join something like that, I do it every morning. I personally like to do that in the shower because I find water very cleansing. My thoughts are very pure when I'm in the shower. My mind isn't necessarily wandering. And I kind of visualize that washing the planet. And I have a couple other visual techniques that I do. But if you are looking to find a way to combat negativity or all of this darkness that's floating around on our planet and around our planet, it is absolutely a simple, effortless way to send your love and your positivity. And I hope that's helpful if someone is looking for a way to do that, if they're feeling a little dampened down by headlines of the news or what's going on just in general in life. So today, that seemed like a tangent, but that did apply for today. That was just, human beings in general. Like, I feel like it's exciting that there's holidays to celebrate. Today is National Women's Day, and I am super proud to be a woman, and I love all of the women that are in my life and the women that I see come and go out of my life. I am very multifaceted, and I've met so many bright sparks of light being feminine, and I am currently in a tribe of women in my life, and there was a time in my life when I didn't have a tribe of women, and I was a teen, and a fellow girl once said to me, "There's not a lot of women in your life." She's like, "That's a real shame. You should really do something about that. Aren't you affected?" And at the time, I think I was 16, and I was so offended. Like, I took immediate offense with just the idea that because of the gender or the intelligence bracket that I was hanging out with, didn't have a lot of females in it, that this person would say something like that to me. It really threw me off guard. So I've never, ever forgotten that. I am 32 years old, and I still think about that. And today, that really resonated with me because I do have a nurturing tribe of women around me, and I do meet more women every day, and I absolutely love women, and I love being one. So I am grateful for her words that sing in my headspace from time to time, because women are compassion. Women embrace and they love and they take things and they better them. They mostly do this for others and not themselves. And women love to nurture. So caring and mending, this is something that's important that we should all surround ourselves with all the time. Not just on one day, but really all the time. And it's almost easy, I feel, for women to wear many hats, to be Jacquelines of all trades. Power to us for growing connections and all the discoveries of these amazing women that are blossoming all over the place that I keep coming across. These beautiful women coming into themselves, sharing love and light and experience and knowledge. It's beautiful, and it's a growing wave. So our connections are really just getting stronger. And I'm really, truly grateful to all the amazing women in my life. I had a truly beautiful and very special connections with all of the women in my family. I was lucky to know both of my grandparents, sets of grandparents on both sides of my family. I knew my great-grandmother on one side as well. And living with your other generations is kind of mind-blowing, and I did this for years. And as an adult looking back, I realized how blessed I was to feel and know the love of the lineages of women that I come from. It couldn't have been better examples than what I got to experience. And I stand proudly doing my best to pass along that grace, kindness, compassion, and utmost love that I've seen the women in my life do before me. And one of my favorite women to call upon for guidance or just for loveliness and grace, really, is Isis. She's most beautiful, magnificent, powerful, and so very graceful. So today, in honor of National Women's Day, I wanted to use the Alana Fairchild Isis Oracle deck. And today, I've called upon her guidance for this last winter full moon, and I've inquired about the wave of femininity on this planet for today specifically. And for all you gentlemen watching, this energy pertains to you too. And just because something's labeled as feminine doesn't exclude you. So you're welcome to relish in these energies. How nurturing. Don't be shy. So the card that I drew for us today is also ended up being quite appropriate, because it had to do with Sekhmet, who's another absolutely wonderful woman. And we pulled the Temple of Carnelian. Entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. You have such strength within you. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage, taking risks that feel true to heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied, and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. In the fierce belly of Sekhmet, the lion-headed sister of Isis, the Egyptian goddess of passion, courage, and fire, there is no room for procrastination, self-doubt, or turning back. She urges you on to your high destiny, calling you to believe, keep going, reach higher, and expand wider. You can do so knowing that the Temple of Carnelian will bring you warm strength, encouragement, and deep trust in your own body wisdom to guide you through any situation or relationship that may arise to test you so that you can grow into more of your magnificent being. This oracle calls you to have the courage of your convictions, to have faith in yourself and your own processes, to be fearless as you are assured of victory. Sekhmet will not be defeated. If you are concerned that you are biting off more than you can chew, or are not sure about the path you are taking, if you are up to the standard, or if you ever will gain the recognition that you feel you deserve, then know that as you enter the Temple of Carnelian, into the fire belly of the lion-headed priestess, you shall be granted the success. Sekhmet comes alive with boldness. Her power grows with courage, and her fire will burn bright in your life as passion, success, and victory. She says fortune favors the bold and guides you to take the leap you know in your heart it is time for you to take. Trust that she will protect your love, heart, and vision, encouraging you to shine most brightly. This oracle also brings a particular message about divine justice. If you are involved in or witnessing a situation that seems unjust, abusive, or concerning, and are worried that it is not right, the Lion Sister Priestess tells you that it shall be resolved according to divine justice, and there is nothing to fear. Pray to her in unconditional love for help, resolution, and trust. If you feel intuitively to act, then do so. Otherwise, allow her to have her way, as she has done and always will do. There is much more unfolding in life than we can possibly know consciously, and her ways are vast and many. Divine justice always prevails. This oracle is also a yes to any question that you have been asking. Any obstacle in the way of manifestation of your desire will be cleared away. Sometimes it is our own ego that is cleared. So don't worry if there are a few bumps on the path. It is just a part of the manifestation of the desire. Sekhmet assures it will come to pass. In fact, the manifestation has already commenced. So the ritual healing for the Temple of Carnelian is as follows. If you have any pieces of carnelian crystal, jewelry, just the stone itself, anything orange, brown, red colored clothing, candles, anything of this color scheme, you might like to bring them into your sacred space for this particular ritual healing. Once you've created your warm ritual space, sit comfortably with your spine in an upright position and close your eyes, taking your breath and your awareness deep into your belly. Be aware of a light growing in the belly, warm and strong. Imagine following the light into the belly. Deeper and deeper you go until you become aware of a vast pyramid made of huge ancient sandstones with swirling sand patterns on its surface. It's warm, pulsating, alive with energy. Take your time to sense the entrance to this pyramid. You feel effortlessly drawn towards the entrance, and you descend quickly into the pyramid itself now. Inside, there is a darkness and warm torches of rich flames. As your sense of awareness adjusts to being inside of the pyramid, you sense warmth and vibrancy. There is an altar with flames burning in huge bowls made of carnelian. The warm red and orange tones and the light of the fire burning create a golden glow in the room. Just feel the power, the warmth, and the energy in the temple warming you from within in your belly. You become aware of a great being stepping out from behind the altar into the center of the temple. Her energy is powerful and her presence is very strong. She steps forward as a golden lion-headed goddess, vibrant and radiant like the sun. She sweeps her hand before your eyes, placing a soft filter before your eyes so that whilst you are in the temple, you can gaze at her without being blinded by her intensity and light. She is radiant and powerful, fierce and filled with the heat and the energy like the sun. You bow your head in deep respect and she nods in acknowledgement. She gestures to the largest carnelian bowl filled with fire in the center of her carnelian temple. You notice the fire in the bowl gazing into its dancing flames. You know that she is offering you to use the central flame. It will purify any matter that you offer to it. You can choose to release into the fire any fear, any doubt, uncertainty, or habit that you hold back from fulfilling your highest destiny and allowing life to flow through you to the greatest degree. It won't always feel comfortable. Sometimes it will feel challenging and scary, but even with that, underneath it, it will always feel right. Do you dare surrender energies that would hold you back into her divine fire? Once the fire of Sekhmet consumes and destroys these energies that you give to it, she will gift them back transformed, but you will not leave her temple the same as you entered. Are you ready and willing for your own transformation to occur? She waits for one moment longer, and then she steps forward. It is time for you to decide. She deftly raises her arms, and the fire leaps. Now is the time to toss away that which you no longer need. Do it now. Feel the exhilaration as you let it go into this carnelian bowl of fire. Let yourself moan or release a cry as you do so. Let your entire body, mind, and soul release into her magnificent fire. This is a real release. When you are done, moments later, the fire dies away, and within the bowl there is a golden dust. Feel the peace in the temple and the knowing in Sekhmet's eyes as she inclines her head, acknowledging that you have trusted her and received her healing grace. Be at peace within yourself now. Sekhmet waves her hand over the golden dust in the carnelian bowl, and it gathers itself in a swirling light all around you. Let it settle in your body, your chakras, your hair, everywhere. When the swirling has finished, Sekhmet is gone, and you are outside the pyramid again, traveling back quickly towards your belly and breath flowing. You are changed. Well done. Take your time and be aware of yourself in this space. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. And an incantation to the fire belly of Sekhmet. You can say this to overcome any fear or doubt that you could possibly imagine and get the fire and the energy going into any issue that seems stagnant or blocked. Only use this incantation when it really feels right to do so in your heart, because it is powerful and will have an effect. And sometimes when our heart tells us patience is needed, we are better to wait and allow situations to unfold rather than throw the gauntlet down and ask powerful Sekhmet to step in and sort it all out. She isn't very subtle. However, when we really do need the power of her action, our beloved lion sister priestess is here for us. Just don't expect the control, the effects of her power. Always say the incantation as a whole, so you are calling on unconditional love to guide the process. And this is a very powerful incantation, and heed the words that only say it when you're ready. Sekhmet, who loves me unconditionally, brave, bright as fire, bold as can be, bless this situation with your healing power. Do it now, this very hour. I offer you love and gratitude from my heart as you liberate me from this troubled dark. Sekhmet, who loves me with passion and might, you assist me now with your eternal fire bright. Namaste. These people cannot wait, and my clear visuals were not good enough for them. So it's all good. Everything happens for a reason. This is one of those moments where you just take a breath and you keep going. So we're taking a breath and we're keeping going. So I hope that this did not disrupt your incantation. I will type out the words on the bottom just in case it was difficult to hear. I send my highest light and love. And I wish you a beautiful week using these massive energies from the moon. Be well. Namaste.